What if I told you that some of the most powerful rulers in history didn't just control empires? They controlled hundreds of lives inside their own palaces. From 500 wives to harems larger than entire royal courts. This is the story of the kings who ruled not only nations, but vast worlds behind palace walls. And here, we will name 10 ancient and modern kings in order who had the largest number of wives and consorts, both official and unofficial. 10. Bayezid II. Bayezid II reportedly maintained a harem of around 150 women. He was known as a calm and cautious ruler, and many of his marriages were arranged for political and social alliances. While a few women held his personal affection, most relationships remained formal and structured within the strict hierarchy of the imperial court. There's 9. Abdul Hamid II. Abdul Hamid II is believed to have had approximately 150 women in his harem. He ruled during a more modern and politically turbulent phase of the Ottoman Empire. The women in his palace sometimes played indirect social and political roles, yet relationships were largely formal and governed by long-standing imperial traditions. 8. Mehmed IV. Mehmed IV reportedly had around 200 women in his harem. He devoted much of his time to warfare and state affairs, while the harem operated under a strict internal hierarchy. Though certain women were closer to him personally, most relationships followed formal court protocols. 7. Ahmed I. Ahmed I is said to have had approximately 200 women in his harem. Young and energetic, he formed closer bonds with some of them, yet overall the relationships were structured by palace law and tradition. 6. Suleiman the Magnificent. Suleiman the Magnificent maintained a harem of over 300 women. A powerful statesman and strategist, he allowed certain women to gain political influence. His relationship with Hurrem Sultan became legendary, blending love and politics in a way that reshaped Ottoman court dynamics. 5. Akbar the Great. Akbar the Great reportedly had around 300 wives and consorts. A master strategist, he used marriage as a tool for political and religious alliances. While some women were personally favored, others played important roles in cultural and administrative affairs within the empire. 4. Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan is believed to have had approximately 300 wives and consorts. He is most famous for his deep love for his favored wife, Mumtaz Mahal, whose death inspired the construction of the Taj Mahal. His other marriages largely served political purposes. 3. Yongle. The Yongle Emperor reportedly had around 300 consorts. An ambitious and powerful ruler, he expanded China's influence dramatically. Women in his court contributed to cultural and artistic life, though most relationships were shaped by political necessity and imperial protocol. 2. Qianlong. The Qianlong Emperor maintained approximately 350 consorts. A patron of art, poetry, and culture, he shared intellectual interests with some of the women in his court. His relationships reflected a blend of romance, culture, and political structure. 1. Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan reportedly had at least 500 wives and consorts. As he built one of the largest empires in history, many of these marriages were strategic alliances with powerful tribes and noble families. While a few women held personal significance in his life, most relationships were rooted in politics, power, and expansion. Power, politics, love, or desire. History shows us that the lives behind palace walls were as complex as empires themselves. These kings may be gone, but their stories of ambition and control remain, echoing through time.